I'm Courtney Gilmore, and this is presenting my research analysis for Sociology 100. The article that I analyzed was Fans, Homophobia, and Masculinities in Association Football, Evidence of a More Inclusive Environment by Cashmore and Cleland. This article appeared in the 2012 edition of the British Journal of Sociology. The researchers were interested in determining what association football fans thought about homosexual players to see if homophobia is prevalent in sports. In this study, the independent variable was the sexuality of the players, and the dependent variable was attitudes toward the players and their sexuality. The researchers hypothesized that if a player is homosexual, the fans would think negatively of that player more than a heterosexual player. They believed that prejudice would control how the fans felt. To test their hypothesis, the researchers used online surveys. In this study, the surveying was administered on a soccer fan website. The study was split into two phases with a sample of 3,500 fans participating anonymously. This sample represented the entire population of association football fans. Phase 1 was a series of open-ended questions surrounding the idea of homophobia and whether a player should be open about their sexuality. The responses to the Phase 1 questions were then used to create Phase 2, where the participants answered specific questions about homophobia and masculinity. The researchers found that the people who believed that homosexual players did not belong on the field were the minority in the study, meaning most people were open-minded and accepting of the homosexual players. These results proved their hypothesis to be false. Two important ethical concerns to remember when doing research are that the participants and their opinions should be protected, and the participants should know that they are a part of the study. Because the survey was administered online, the people participating in the survey could be sure that their opinions were private because they answered anonymously. To make sure that the participants were aware that their answers would be studied, the researchers added a note to the end of the survey stating that by clicking submit, they were consenting to allow their answers to be used in research. Also, a participant shouldn't be harmed by the research, and since this was an online survey, the researchers did not have to worry about harming them. Psychologists are interested in endogenous factors that influence behavior. In this study, a psychologist would say that the current opinions that the participants have about homosexual athletes are based on their personal thoughts and lifestyles. The psychologist would say that the lifestyles of the athletes are too different for the participants to understand. On the other hand, sociologists are interested in exogenous factors. In this study, a sociologist would be interested in how the participants' environments affected their opinions. A sociologist would say that the people who judge the players solely based on their abilities have been raised in homes where their parents encourage the inclusion of people who lead different lifestyles. A sociologist might also believe that society affects opinions. Therefore, the sociologist would say that since society today is more liberal than in the past, people are less judgmental when it comes to homosexuality. To further understand this topic, I found another research article titled Men at Sport, Gay Men's Experience in the Sport Workplace by Cavalier. It appears in the 2011 issue of the Journal of Homosexuality. In this study, researchers followed and interviewed 10 gay men who work in sports about the importance of coming out, locker room experiences, and perceptions of the sports workplace. Results of this study showed that men were split on how they felt they were treated. Half felt that they were in good environments, and half felt that they were in hostile environments. When taken together, these two studies show that the opinions of fans about homosexuality vary greatly from the opinions of the gay athletes. Thank you.